If you're employing people in the UK, this can save you £10,500 a year. But here's the surprising bit. A lot of small businesses aren't claiming it because they don't know what it is, they don't know if it applies, and they don't know how to claim it in the first place. My name is Rayhan Mogul. I'm a chartered accountant and founder of Sidekick Accounting. In this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know about the Employment Allowance, which is a tax relief available in the UK to help you save money on your payroll bills. Let's jump straight into it. The Employment Allowance is a relief that knocks off £10,500 from your national insurance bill every year. It's one of the simplest but also most overlooked tax reliefs available. Every time you pay an employee through payroll, you pay employers national insurance. It's one of those hidden costs that creeps up massively as your team grows. The Employment Allowance is designed to reduce that cost and make employment more accessible for small businesses. The idea is simple: encourage hiring, reduce the tax burden for small businesses, and make payroll more affordable. It's worth up to £10,500 per tax year. It resets in April in line with the tax year. And once you activate it, it will be deducted from your payroll software automatically every month. If you're not claiming it, you're giving away money to HMRC that would otherwise be sat in your bank account. So how does the Employment Allowance work? This is where a lot of business owners get confused because it's not a rebate or something that you see come back into your account as a refund. Instead, it's a real-time deduction from your PAYE bill. Here's what happens when you run payroll as an employer. Your software will calculate the amount that you need to pay to HMRC for taxes, for student loan, for national insurance, and anything else. If you're eligible for the Employment Allowance, it will then reduce your employer's national insurance by the amount of relief you have available. Whatever you have left of your £10,500 will roll forward into the next year. For example, if your employer's NI bill to HMRC is £1,000 this month and you've opted into the Employment Allowance and have allowance left, you will pay £1,000 less to HMRC. Smaller employers, that could mean no national insurance due for the entire year. Next up, let's look at what's changed in 2025 and 2026 that make this allowance even more valuable than it was before. There have been two big changes. Firstly, the employer's national insurance threshold has dropped massively from £758 to £470. And secondly, the national insurance rate increased from 13.8% to 15%. That means even part-time or lower salary employees can now trigger a large national insurance bill. The next question to ask yourself is, do you qualify for the Employment Allowance? I'm going to make this really simple. You do qualify if you are a UK company, sole trader, or partnership that employs people. You employ at least one person who earns more than £417 per month. If you're a sole director, that employee is not you, and less than 50% of your income comes from public contracts. And to flip that around, you do not qualify if you are the sole director with no employees, you're part of a group that has already claimed the Employment Allowance through another company, or your business is primarily public sector. So a super common mistake that people make that requires you to then pay back your national insurance is sole director companies ticking the box in their payroll software without realizing. Once you've confirmed you're eligible, claiming the allowance is super straightforward. If you're using cloud-based payroll software like Xero, QuickBooks, or BrightPay, here's what you need to do. First, open up your Employer Payment Summary or EPS. In your EPS, there's a box you can tick that says Claim Employment Allowance. Tick this box and submit your EPS to HMRC. That's it. There's no forms, no phone calls required, or anything more complicated than simply ticking a box. Just make sure you do it early in the tax year so you get maximum benefit. Now, just because you claimed it doesn't mean that it's actually being applied. So how do you confirm? HMRC's backend systems are notoriously fragile. Here's a really simple way that you can check if it's being applied. Firstly, log into your business tax account through the government gateway. Access your PAYE section and see around mid-month what your PAYE liability is and compare that to the previous month. When you've activated that claim, you should see a reduction in your PAYE liability going forward. If things don't add up, make sure you ring HMRC and chase it up. Bugs in their system are more common than you think. Now, here's a little known tip if you're just coming across Employment Allowance now. You can backdate your claim. If you were eligible in past years but never claimed the allowance, you can go back up to 4 years to reclaim what you paid. That could mean tens of thousands of pounds of employers' NI refunded to you. If you are going to make a backdated claim, I highly recommend you speak to an accountant because of the large numbers involved. So that's everything you need to know about the Employment Allowance. It's a massive relief available to you if you employ people in the UK. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tax-saving content.